Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that other good, beautiful Check it out. It's bully rants, but it's not bully rants. You know, I like to answer questions. I want to be upfront, forthright, and all that good stuff. We've talked about some of the stuff with the TBKC. Y'all see we planning shows now, paperwork and all that stuff. And, you know, I mean, you'll have a critic come from everywhere, but, you know, we had to take our own pace. And we had to do things the right way. I've told y'all some of my little struggles, but not excuses, just being realistic with y'all. But as far as sticking to the values and different things, we are all about the values. There's no arguments, and I keep saying this, and some of these videos are going to sound like the exact same video. There's no arguments. When it comes to the TBKC, we are not begging people to come to the TBKC. We feel like the TBKC is going to be elite, and the reason why we use the term as elite is because every dog can't qualify here. Every dog can't show here. We are setting up a lot of processes to eliminate a lot of things. We want a certain look in all of our breeds. We want a certain quality in all of our breeds. We will be aggressively, and I mean very, very aggressively, going after dogs that we feel like might add bad traits to our gene pools. It is not to try to assassinate the character of other registries or anything. What they do is their business, but we feel like our quality control has to be the first thing that we're about. You know, I know everybody loves paperwork. Hell, I love paperwork. I lost a lot of money having to change the paperwork. I could have spent that on a nice gold chain or something. But nah, seriously, you know, paperwork is important, you know, and we do have it now. Some of y'all seen that, you know. We got that situation together, you know. A shitload of it will be going out today. We got more t-shirts coming. We got all the fluffage, you know. We'll have some of the tricks that other people have, you know, ID cards and different things like that. We have, you know, pedigree builders coming in. We have something that I won't talk about that's going to be very, 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 I won't say it's revolutionary because it's somewhat of a throwback, but it'll be a big deal. We're working on those aspects, but that's tricks and, you know, that's fluffage. That's icing. We're working on the cake itself, you know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is, it's just like our thing with the Frenchy bull. The Frenchy bull, we're redoing that process. The Frenchy bull, the English bull, for those who don't know, are spinoffs of the English bulldog and the French bulldog. We decided to make this happen and make them their own breed because there are a ton of French bulldogs that are way too big to be in the French bulldog class. Same thing with the English. There are colors that are not accepted by the traditional thing, so we have to change this up. And we did think about, you know what I mean, like totally eliminating them, but there are some good dogs there. Now, I know some people are going to come with, well, you said about the exotic that we don't need. It's a difference. The reason why we say we can go with a bigger version of the Frenchie is the dog's still healthy. You know, the same thing with some of the Englishes. The English is not the greatest of breeds to begin with, the way they've been bred, but there are some bigger English bulldogs that seem to be actually a little more healthy than some of the little squattier ones. But they have enough quality dogs there that they can make a breed, and we are not accepting Merles because Merles is a very, very, very degenerative trait that can get into a breed and destroy it with the lack of knowledge on how to properly breed it. And I don't think many people have the proper knowledge to breed the Merle, so we are getting rid of the Merle. You know, that won't be allowed in that breed. But basically, they're a lot like their originals, you know, the English Bulldog and the French Bulldog, but what they provide is they allow us to keep the integrity of the English Bulldog and the French Bulldog as exactly what it's supposed to be. And for the dogs that fall out of that range, which will be a little bigger, you know what I mean, some different colors and different things to that effect, we'll put them in their own class and let them, you know, cultivate their own breed. Some people like a bigger version of the French Bulldog. Some people actually like a bigger version of the English Bulldog. If they want to really push this and if they want to have the different colors, not Merles, but the colors that are not allowed and different things, it's not a big deal, and there are a ton of them now. So we'll give them some place, and it'll make it fair for those who are breeding the traditional smaller French Bulldog or English Bulldog. It'll make it fair that they don't have to go in the ring against dogs that traditionally would not be even allowed to touch a ring with them. And it'll be fair to those dogs on the other side, because if you like a more robust, bigger version of this dog or whatever, then we have a class for it, and we're working on the rules to change the rules to allow it to be, cultivated at the right pace. The one thing we will not be allowing with the Frenchie and the English Bull, we will not be allowing any mixing. We understand that there's more than likely been mixing already done to make these dogs, but at this point in time, we want to put a stop to this, and we want to go ahead and say, let's start separating. You have a giant blue English bull, English bulldog. That's not an English bulldog, so put it in the English bull class, excel in the English bull class, leave the English bulldogs alone. That's basically our principle on that. But the same thing that with every other breed that we have, we are not allowing certain issues. We will pull papers on certain issues. If we see a dog that is, has anything that's debilitating or that we feel like is very, very dangerous for that breed, we will kindly pull the papers, and that reasoning will be, this dog has genetics that is detrimental to the gene pool of its breed, and we won't go forward with it. It's an ethics thing. We are not going to create a bunch of, these are the only 2 created classes that we have, and we feel very strongly that it was a good decision after, it's been years where the Frenchie and the English Bulldog had these things. So with that being said, please understand that I touched on them to give y'all a good explanation of how we plan on going forward with this, but every breed will be very, very specific. Some of y'all will hear us get cussed out a lot over the next, however many years, because a lot of the dogs that have been accepted, especially in the American Bully breed, will be removed. Will be removed. We have people, regardless of whoever says that they're an authority on this and that and the other, we have people that know what the American Bully is. The community in general knows what the American Bully is. That's why some dogs are so controversial. We know what the look is. We know what the conformation needs to be. We know what the temperament needs to be. The only difference between the TBKC and pretty much other registries is we're very no nonsense. If your dog fits this category, it'll be in. We will welcome that dog in to advance our gene pool. If this dog does not fit in there, there's a good possibility that we will pull the papers. Now, if there is that gray area of, okay, he's not perfect, but he's close, that's fine. But and most times, if we pull the papers, this was an extreme case of a dog that we seriously felt like, dog might have super bad hips. The dog might look too much like a bulldog with a ton of wrinkles or whatever the case may be. It won't be just me running in there and saying, you know what, I don't like your dog, he's out of here. We'll have a panel of people who are respectful and well respected in the community as real dog people, and they will look over these dogs, and we will make a decision as a panel as to say, you know what, this probably needs to be pulled. And it's nothing about politics. It's nothing personal. Everything, even the people that I seriously have had problems with, if you bring a quality animal into our ring, I demand that our judges let you in, because they didn't let you in, you earned the win. And let me put that the right way. But as far as what anybody else does, and I keep on reiterating this because people is trying to make this, I hear what they say, I don't care what they say. Yes, we had our struggles. One thing we didn't do, and y'all know how I say that, is we never sold out. You know what I mean? We kept it all the way to where we wanted to keep it, and we're keeping our values here. And we understand that by keeping our values to where we are as far as a no-nonsense registry, all about health and conformation with dogs, we were going to lose the attention and support of some people, because everybody don't believe like we do. We will never deal with exotics in this registry. I won't say never. You never want to say never, but maybe somebody will turn it around to make it a substantial breed that does say, you know what, these are some healthy ass exotics over here. But that'll be at least a decade or so before we even would consider this shit. And it's pretty close to saying never, you know what I mean? Because I don't believe it can happen. But whatever breeds we have, and we don't plan on expanding the breeds too much more than we already have right now, it's going to be strictly health, conformation, standard. And these reasons are, you don't have a dog if you don't have these things. I don't care about the hype. I don't care about who likes what. I don't care about, what OG said this and said that. The standard does not lie. This needs to be locked down. These dogs need to be exact, and we need to stop making excuses. The best dogs go forward. The rest doesn't need to be breed. Snip them. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be bred. I'm sorry. But snip them. Let's move forward. Let's be better, you know. And that's all I'm telling y'all. I'm not going to keep on getting into these matches where people want to talk crazy and this, that, and the other. It's irrelevant, you know. Most of the people who are talking crazy, if you ask them to show you their dogs, you'll see why they're talking crazy. But, you know, TBKC family, I love y'all, man. I'm going to get some work done here. I need to do my legs, but I'm going to get some work done this afternoon. We wrapping up some things. It's been a slow process, but, you know, God is blessing us. It's a big day today. I'll talk about that later. But we're making moves, man. You know, it's finally happening, and I'm glad that I took the course that I took as far as, you know, staying to myself and not, you know, well, not just selling out to different people and different people's ideas and points of views. And, you know, every bit of help ain't good help. I'll tell you that. God bless y'all, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.